Good morning, welcome. Thanks for tuning into the Kilat Shari Torah Daily Halacha Review from the 613 Mitzvot, Sefer HaMitzvahs of Rambam Maimonides for Tuesday, August 10th. From now through the day before Erev Rosh Hashanah, except on Shabbat, we'll be sounding the shofar every day. You can hear it right here on Kilat Shari Torah. We've been talking about some of the more, let's call it the civic legislation, the communal legislation vis-a-vis self-governance and interaction with other nations. The next mitzvah the Rambam mentions here is to wipe out the remembrance of Amalek. Again, we're going to have this coming up in a few weeks in our Torah reading, and as we'll speak about in a moment, we actually do take out a Sefer Torah and fulfill this mitzvah in a way that we'll mention in just 1 second. First, let's talk about this one, then we'll get to the next mitzvah, which is very much part and parcel of the same. To blot out the remembrance of Amalek is, in a sense, what we are doing when we make the gragers and stomp our feet and boo and shoot off cap guns and all this when we hear Haman's name read in the Haggadah on Purim. So since he was a descendant of Amalek, the eternal enemy of the Jewish people, that's how we're blotting out Amalek. Some people used to write, yeshiva students used to write Amalek or Haman on the soles of their feet with chalk and then actually blot them out, wipe them out in the course of the Megillah reading. So that really goes together with the following mitzvah, which is to remember the nefarious deeds of Amalek. Amalek attacked the Jewish people on our way out of Egypt, particularly the most vulnerable among us, preyed upon them, and we are commanded to remember what Amalek did to us, which means not to forget. That's a negative mitzvah, we'll get to that later, but we're talking about the positive mitzvahs, so remembrance of those deeds is what we are fulfilling on Shabbat Zachor. Shabbos Zachor, the Shabbos right before Purim, is one of those when we take out a second Sefer Torah for an additional reading, and we read this passage from chapter 5 of Devarim, of Deuteronomy, that tells us to remember the deeds of Amalek. So when we say that it's a Torah mitzvah, it's a Torah commandment to remember Amalek, to hear Parsha Zachor read, this is what we are talking about, why we go to great efforts and lengths to make sure that anyone who wants to hear that portion read on Shabbos Zachor, men and women, are able to do so. Okay, we will pause there. Please join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, have a good day.